Good afternoon, basketball fans. I'm Michael Lees, and welcome to Richland High School and Art Dawald Gymnasium, home to the home court advantage in the MCC. Welcome to our annual Peak Game and Senior Day. Today, live from the hangar Mid-Columbia Conference matchup featuring the visiting Chiawana Riverhawks and your Richland Bombers. At this time, we would like to recognize our seniors. First senior we'd like to recognize number 0, Kylie Kukis. Kylie's being escorted by her dad, Scott, and her mom, Brandy, her sister, Marley, and her nana, Nancy, Grandpa Mike, and Grandma Debbie. Kylie's plans after high school are to continue her soccer career and study psychology at CBC. The person she'd like to spotlight that's supporting her during her basketball career is her mom, because she's done everything she could and more for me and all of my crazy dreams. She's my best friend and one of the easiest people to talk to. Next senior we'd like to recognize number 12, Namaya Nilsson. Namaya is being escorted by her mom, Juliet, her father, Robert, and her little sister, Nayila. Namiah's plans after high school to attend the University of Oregon and study business and digital marketing. The person she'd like to spotlight for supporting her during her basketball career is her mom, because she was my biggest supporter and was there to keep me focused and motivated even after any bad game. Next senior we'd like to recognize number 24, Carly Croix. Carly's being escorted by her mom, Becky, and her dad, Jeff, and her little brother. Carly's plans after high school to attend college in Utah. The person she'd like to spotlight for supporting her during her basketball career is her dad, because he gives the best advice, is great to talk to, and is always my biggest supporter. The last senior we'd like to recognize, number 30, Ellie Fox. Ellie's being escorted by her mom, Stephanie, and her dad, Jeremy. Ellie's plans after high school to attend Boise State University and pursue a career in nursing. The person she'd like to spotlight for supporting her during her basketball career is her dad, because he's always been my biggest supporter and motivator, pushing me to do the best I could be. How about one more big hand for all of our seniors right here on Senior Day? All right, we're going to resume warm-ups, and we will be back with you in about 5 minutes. Back to the best dang band in the land.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Bomber Basketball on Atomic TV. I'm Michael Ravel, and sitting beside me is my co-host Kennedy Tate. And tonight's matchup features your Bombers taking on the visiting 18-0 Chiawana Riverhawks. Richland is 13-5 this season, coming off a great win against Pasco.
Today we have for you here number 1 team, the MCC, versus the number 2 team. The Maldonados for Chiawana are each top 3 in MCC scoring, with Bailey averaging 18.6 points and Kaylee with 17. They are definitely Chiawana's dynamic duo, and look to see them make an impact here tonight as the Richland Bombers are looking to pull off a tough win in order to move up in the rankings. Chiawana is 18-0 on the season, so they are very clearly a great team. They're one of the top teams in Washington. This will surely be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, it's senior night here tonight, and you're going to look for some impact plays from Carly Croyd's coming off the bench recently in the last few games. She's been instrumental to their victories. You go back a few games to Southridge, she gave really key minutes off the bench when they had 3 players fouled out of their starters. And overall, Richland's key to victory tonight is going to be if they can outshoot the Riverhawks. That's going to be a tall task, but if they have the talent, they have the shooting ability to hit from deep, but if they can hit, they will win.
Oh yeah, 100%. And now we're going to throw it down to our public address announcer, Michael Valise.
Today is our annual league game where each season Richland Bomber Basketball strives to make an impact both on and off the court by raising funds to support Catholic Mammography Assistance Program. You can help by purchasing Pink Game t-shirts, making a donation via cash or card, and bidding on silent auction items. Today's silent auction items include wine and coffee, gift baskets, stress relaxation bundles, Shoot 360 gift certificates, various gift cards, bomber gear, and more. Please consider helping us support others in our community. Also, a special thanks to Tamaki Law, In Motion Chiropractic, Shoot 360, and other businesses and community members for your donations. Today's game will be conducted under the rules and the regulations of the MCC and the WIAA. All spectators are encouraged to root for their team and asked to display good sportsmanship towards opponents and officials. Spectators who make harassing comments, including those of a racial or sexual nature, will be removed from the gymnasium. We would like to remind you that RSD is a tobacco-free school district. Tobacco products and alcohol beverages are not permitted on school property. Signs following the official school ban and use of any type of noise makers are strictly prohibited. At the conclusion of the game, spectators remain until all players, coaches, and officials have entered their respective locker rooms. We hope you'll enjoy today's contest and support our efforts to respect human dignity by promoting good citizenship and sportsmanship in high school interscholastic athletics. Have friends and family want to follow along but can't be here today? Well, the game is being broadcast live on YouTube by our Best in Class Atomic TV program. To watch the game, go to youtube.com, search for Atomic TV, and join Michael Ravel and Kenny Tate for all the action. Before today's player introductions, we'd like to extend a special welcome tonight to our mentorship program participants and the players from our Richland Gunners AAU program. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the game. Now, fans, it's my pleasure to introduce the players for today's MCC matchup. First, the now starts with the visiting Chiawana Riverhawks. At guard, a 5'2" sophomore, number 1, Jayla Wright Jackson. At guard, a 5'1" sophomore, number 2, Jalen Medeles. At guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 4, Aurelie Tiarina. At guard, a 5'5" junior, number 5, Mia Salgado. At guard, a 5'4" junior, number 10, Emily Thompson. At forward, a 5'11" junior, number 21, Reagan Allen. At forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 24, Bakaya Saldana. And at guard, a 5'7" freshman, number 30, Maisley Wolf. Now it's time to meet the starters for the visiting Riverhawks. At guard, a 5'9" freshman, number 3, Kaylee Maldonado. At guard, a 5'9" freshman, number 13, Chloe Clark. At guard, a 5'5" senior, number 15, Bailey Maldonado. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 20, Braylon Foster. And at forward, a 5'9" senior, number 23, Gianna Medeles. The Riverhawks are coached by Gary Jonas. He's assisted by Katie Gillies, Rick Maldonado, Brett Morris, Trent Simpkins, Dave Wilson, and Eric Maddox. for your Bombers is Amy Westerfield. Her assistants are Luke Larson, Kurt Westerfield, Emmy Ogden, and Ruben Morales. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? We honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Today's anthem will be played by RHS Bomb Squad Band under the direction of Drum Major Dylan Trigg and the instruction of Matt Larson. Thank you, and shout out to the best dang band in the land.
Chiawana wins the tip. It was Chloe Clyde jumping for Chiawana. Deanna Drake jumped for Richland. And Chiawana will get things started here on offense. Moving the ball around the arc. 8 seconds on the shot clock, taking a while, and then there's a shot taken by Wolf, no good. By Foster. Bombers are sporting mostly different numbers here tonight. It is pink night, and they're wearing their pink jerseys, and Chiawana Reyes is the lone starter, keeping her original number.
Yeah, while we're on the topic of starters here, as you guys may notice, MJ Mendez is making her very first start amongst the traditional group of starters, or second start.
As Chiawana Reyes misses deep on her first 3 attempt, but Deanna Drake gets a good rebound and tries to kick it out, but it'll go off of Kukas's hands. Bailey Maldonado leading the team in scoring, drives to her right, slows back down. He's got Kukas all over her, picks up her dribble. She's stranded on the wing. A good pass to her other Maldonado, and it's no good. Defended well by Davis, and gets a rebound, and the Bombers are moving the other way. Kukas with Maldonado guarding her, kicks it outside. Reyes driving with the right, picks it up, can't make it. Kaylee Maldonado now pushing the pace for Chiawana down the court. Gets it down and then back out. 3 attempted from Medella is no good. Rebounded by Foster and then rebounded again by Clyde. Maldonado inside to Clyde, no good. And eventually it'll wind up being Bomber basketball out on Chiawana. Davis flashing to the top, gets her defender to fall. Floater good to get scoring started here. 5 minutes, 50 seconds in. Taylor Davis draws first blood. Medeles puts up a left hand that won't go. Good rebound from Clyde, has it poked out, but she can't save it in time. It'll go towards Richland. Kukas picked up her dribble and throws it away. Pull-up jumper from Maldonado, no good. Rebounded by Kukas. She kicks it, and it'll be a violation. She just signed to Chiawana, or excuse me, to CBC, the wrong Riverhawks there, to play soccer, but maybe she's still got it on her mind. Kaylee Maldonado gets a screen from Clyde and kicks it out to Foster. Dumped back down to Foster. She tries to get it out, stolen by Mendez. Good defense by MJ there. Kukas driving with the right, good off the glass. Davis on Maldonado, the highlighted matchup of the night as Maldonado makes a good move, gets two defenders to miss and finishes.
Nice little move there down low.
Yeah, she shook Davis off in a great pump fake. Davis kicks it ahead to Reyes, shoots it, no good. Tipped around and grabbed by Foster. Maldonado takes the three, no good. Rebound Reyes. Clyde fighting for it and eventually gets it out again. Are we going to get a second kickball here on Kylie? Man, she's really focused on soccer. Kenzie Stone checking in for MJ Mendez. .511 on 5'11 in Stone and Foster. Nah, 5'10 on 5'11. Dang it, it's close.
Almost there.
A little bit of a stoppage here between, for some reason, the officials are conferring maybe on where the Riverhawks should inbound from. Maldonado gets a screen. Dumps it back down to Clyde and finishes. Good pick and roll there from the Riverhawks. Davis over the head pass to Kukas, then she throws it over the head to Reyes, who bumps and kicks it out to Davis, who takes the three, misses short. Rebounded by Bailey Maldonado. And up ahead to Clyde off her fingertips and off the wall.
We have subs for Chiawana. Saldana checking into the game as well as Wolf.
And Coach Jonas of Chiawana takes the first timeout of the game. 3 minutes and 38 seconds are remaining in the first quarter. 4-4, Kennedy. I mean, just low scoring.
Yeah, honestly, and I would say this game so far hasn't been very close as terms of what each team is doing. I think Chiawana is just not making the shots, but they are getting them open. They're getting the sets. That pick and roll, that roll option is working really well because you have several scorers who you have to guard them higher up, and then that allows for just a little bit of a slip action. And so I think they just need to just chill out, just make their shots, because once they start making the shots, this easily becomes a 14-4 game. So I think that's probably just a calm down timeout. Just chill, just work on where you're working, and then
the shots will fall. Keep taking good shots.
Yeah.
Kukas pump fakes and goes through the defense, and she will be fouled. And as Davis will inbound, we'd like to thank Fowler General Construction. This Atomic TV broadcast is proudly presented by Fowler General Construction, and we greatly appreciate the support that they've shown to our program. Davis now working on the left wing, kicks it up to the middle. Davis. Dump to Stone. Stone, jumper, no good. Back iron, gets her own rebound, tries to get it out, stolen by Clyde. Maldonado over to Maldonado. Kylie Kukas is going to get a blocking foul. It's her first personal of the night. She picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter on the game yesterday against Pasco. So a better pace so far, at least, unless she rapidly starts fouling.
Yeah.
Saldana sets a screen, and she's going to set a moving screen. It'll be an offensive foul on Micaiah Saldana.
Yeah, first contact was made before both feet were set, so I do honestly agree with that call. Just like 2 seconds before, and that would have been a completely legal action.
Yeah, got over there a little bit late. Davis gets it to Stone up the middle, gets it to Kukas. Gets 3 defenders to collapse on her and a little bit of ball movement. And Davis picked it up, and Kukas takes a 3. Yes! Kylie Kukas with the first 3 of the night for either side.
You know, typically she doesn't normally even attempt those shots, so to see her make one so early on, maybe it's just telling for things to come. She's very confident in that.
Good move from Wolf. And it winds up in Maldonado's hands. Attempted a 3, no good. Fight for the rebound goes off of Saldana's hands. And an errant pass from Davis winds up in the Riverhawks' hands. 7-6 now. Good defense, though, from this trap press, forcing tough passes as Kukas is able to break it over to Mendez. She's good with the right.
That was almost a textbook press break when just move ball, because the ball can move faster than you can,
right.
And the ball can't get trapped. And they were able to execute on that perfectly off of a possession that they did lose.
And down inside, poor defense winds up for a Chloe Clyde layup. Mendez ahead to Davis. Davis pull up 3. Yes! Taylor Davis from deep. Yeah, Kennedy, like you're saying, what the trap press does is it forces you to make difficult passes, but the way you beat a trap press is by executing on those passes because the ball is going to move faster, like you said, and good defense, and they're going to call a foul on Mendez. It's her first personal. Maisley Wolf, just a freshman at the line here in the biggest game yet for either side. Chiawana won the first meeting between these two.
Medella's into the game for the Riverhawks. Indiana Drake checking in for the Richland Bombers. Yeah, something to know about the Chiawana team is they're a very young team, as there are 3 freshmen who are on this team, and they are all getting minutes. They are all contributors. So look to see the team do things for years to come. Yeah,
this is a great young core who's already having impact. And Kukas's pass was deflected, and it will stay here. Richland in a box set. Davis to inbound. Watch the Davis 3 here, Kennedy. Or the Kenzie Stone layup, no good. Falling down, she's shooting through contact, and she'll head to the line. No good on the first. Kenzie Stone coming off the bench this game. As long as, and excuse me, Foster checks back in for the Riverhawks. Stone's good on the second shot. Kaylee Maldonado slowing things down, trying to get the shot she wants, and she gets a screen from Clyde. Kicks it over to Foster. 40 seconds on the clock now. Another screen from Clyde. Maldonado with the left, trying to step through traffic, and she's going to travel. Just a freshman, and it's tremendous how much respect that she's received from across the league. You know, being top 3 in MCC scoring at that age is incredible. But it's those little freshman woes that come out, and a moving screen from Kenzie Stone will be called and will negate the Kylie Kukas layup. But yeah, it's really just I always personally just enjoy seeing, you know, there's such a like a young core that's good. It's just one of the more exciting things you can watch because they have nothing, you know, they're just doing it for themselves at this point. Everyone's told them they shouldn't be able to do it, and they're out there doing it.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. And this team is the epitome of that. You have only 2 seniors on the entire roster, so this is a team that come next year should be just as good. I mean, you are losing one of the Maldonado sisters, but as you said, the younger one is just as good.
Kukas' 3 from deep, no good. After 1 quarter, it is 13-11. Richland holding that 2-point lead.
Yeah, so we've seen a pretty good play from both teams. This is definitely one of the better first quarters we've seen from your Richland Bombers, and then Chiawana is obviously a great team, and they've started to execute on that. They were not as great in the very beginning, but then I think after that first time out, like we said, they started coming out and getting things done. I think this has just been a back and forth chess match, you know. So I really enjoy seeing that. I really enjoy commentating that because it's a good basketball that we've watched so far. So we have 3 quarters left to play, and your Bombers find themselves up 2. I wouldn't be shocked if we see probably about 10 more lead changes. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, 10 lead changes is the story of a back-and-forth game, which is something that I think we're in store with here tonight. And gosh, this boys game coming up is going to be something to behold too. It'll be as well. It'll be the number 1 team in the MCC versus the number 2 team in the MCC, just like we're seeing here in the girls game. So the premiere of Tri-Cities basketball in high school is on display here tonight in Art Dawald.
Yeah, the game last year when Chiawana came to play here was so good you would believe it was scripted.
Yeah.
So if you don't have anything else to do, come join us here in about an hour and a half here in Art Dawald. Come watch some great basketball for your boys. And if not, continue watching this girls game because this is also the pinnacle of what you're going to get. We have seen some amazing players here tonight, and we will continue to see for the last 24 minutes left to play.
18 minutes left to play. And this Atomic TV broadcast is proudly supported by Fowler General Construction. Fowler is committed to supporting Atomic TV, student broadcasters, and student athletes and celebrating their successes on and off the field. Fowler General Construction is a superior choice for general contracting services here in the Tri-Cities. Kukas goes up, and she'll head to the line.
So we had 3 quarters left to play, and there's 8 minutes in each quarter. 3 times 8 is 24.
Oh, I don't know why I thought there was 6 minutes. That's my bad. So I was thinking there's 6-minute quarters, even though I've never played or watched a 6-minute quarter of basketball played in my life. Kukas shooting quickly and knocking down her first. Yeah,
that's also a lie. In AAU, there were 6-minute quarters.
I didn't play any 6-minute quarters.
We were on the same team, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, that didn't happen.
Okay.
I can assure you. I mean,
as Chiawana gets the rebound.
Yeah. Wolf bringing it up for the first time tonight, handing it off to Medeles. And we get a quick timeout from Chiawana's head coach, Gary Jonas. Just a 30-second timeout, maybe just not what he wanted to see. And right now we see just kind of some quick adjustments being made from both sides.
Yeah, as the gym goes quiet, so I think we're just looking to see how they're going to respond. You know, sometimes when something happens to you, especially in life, you just have to, it doesn't matter what you did in the moment, it matters how you respond. And so that's what we're going to see here coming back as they begin plays, that, there's going to be a counter to every action you do, so how are you going to counter their counter? And how are you just going to continue to adapt and evolve? Because if you have one go-to move, it's not going to work. You need to be able to have, a full facet of tools in order that you can use. So we've seen a very strong press so far here from Chiawana, but how are they going to adapt?
Yeah, and when you come across 2 teams as good as this, you know, the little things most of the time are going to get done right. And as long as the little things are being done correctly from both sides, the winner of the game is the winner of the game within the game. You know what I mean? Who can employ this is really when you're just going to see excellent basketball being played. Maldonado with the 3, no good. Stone able to corral a rebound and kick it over to Kukas. Kukas spinning off her defender, going up to the left, wanting a call, not getting one. And instead, she will pick up a foul. check that. It'll be on Deanna Drake, not Kukas. Richland still holding on to that 3-point lead. There's a lot of pink here tonight, Kennedy. I think that out of all the themes that we do each year, I think Pink Night gets the most participation.
Yes, no, I 100% agree with you, but it's also the only one in which we have an entire uniform for.
That is true.
So I think that just aids to buy-in. And, it's just a fun game to watch because there's a bunch of pink running around.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like, where else are you going to see in the MCC pink uniforms? You know what I mean?
Not at all.
Yeah. Maldonado with the 3, still no good. And a good rebound from Kukas, ripping it away from Bailey Maldonado, going the length of the court, stepping back, can't make her shot though. Stone fighting for the rebound, and we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow will be for Chiawana. A little bit of a flurry, but no points scored on either side as Kaylee Maldonado will walk the ball across half court. Bailey Maldonado dumping it down to Kaylee. Chiawana cuts the lead to 1.
You gotta stop that, coach. Work on that.
Kukas getting a screen from Stone, not using it, going baseline and getting absolutely hacked. No call. Incredible there as Foster picks up a block. Stone handing it off to Reyes. Good screen, good shot, bang! Good basketball there on the out-of-bounds play. Kaylee Maldonado continuing to initiate for Chiawana, running that 4-high set. Kukas daring Maldonado to drive baseline and no good. And able to throw it between her legs. Oh, but off of the legs of Reyes.
MJ Menace into the game for Deanna Drake.
Stone, despite coming off the bench, has played a lot of minutes here tonight. Not really a surprise as she was a starter. Maldonado trying to get Davis off of her. Gives it inside to Bailey. Kukas all over her, forces her to pick up a dribble. Shot clock expires, did hit the rim. Aggressive rebound from Reyes. Good work down low. Fending off the much taller Saldana. Davis takes a 3, no good. Rebounded by Clyde. And she will get called with a carry and a turnover on a dribbling violation. I mean, we're picking up, I think that's the first carry we've seen.
Yeah, I do. You are correct.
You know, that's a pretty basic call, but that really doesn't get called in today's game of basketball.
No, yeah, a lot of refs have gone really lenient about what you can do with it, especially as we see a rise of like hesitations and whatnot.
Mendez underneath, finishing. No, she can't. Maldonado now kicking it up way ahead to Foster. Goes off of her left hand and out of bounds. .4:45 left in the second quarter. Reyes is going to get a screen from Stone. Kicking it all the way back out to the red line before picking up her dribble. Kukas goes cross court to Davis. Kukas going back and forth, pulling up, taking a jumper and airballing. Davis able to save it, but can't keep it out of Riverhawk hands. As it's flung all the way over to Bailey Maldonado. Back to Kaylee Maldonado and finishes with the left.
What a wonderful play there. I mean, when you're watching it from a bird's eye view, that looks like maybe, okay, you saw an open person, you passed it, but on the court, it's truly difficult to see something like that because there was a person standing kind of in between them. Kehlani Reyes no good from 3.
And Clyde picking up yet another rebound.
Yeah, a massive part about being good at basketball is making everyone around you better. As she's no good from 3, is that when you get other people involved, and it truly gives them an opportunity to score. And so she's someone that can score on her own as well as get her teammates good shots, and that makes the entire team better as Coach Westerfield takes a timeout for Richland.
Yeah, you can really see that senior leadership come into play, and just, you know, one of the benefits of having a younger team is they're easier to kind of mold a chemistry. Yeah. And with that, it is 17-15, 3:48 left to play. We'll step aside and we'll be back for the rest of the second quarter. Coming out of the timeout break, it'll be Kukas working on the left wing, getting it up to Reyes and taking a quick three, and it won't go home. Mendez able to fight for the rebound, and it'll stay here.
You know what we don't see a lot of in basketball anymore? Hook shots.
We really don't. I have to agree with that.
It's gone the way of the dodo.
Gone the way of the dodo. That's awesome. Davis able to get it in just before the 5-second violation, and Reyes blowing by her defender and getting blocked from behind. Bailey Maldonado, good defense, and kicking it up ahead to Wolf, and is in Deanna Drake's hand after Wolf saved it. Mendez cross court to Reyes, puts up a three. Yes! 20-15 by the way of the Kaylani Reyes three. Foster. Maldonado taking a three and splashing it. Bailey Maldonado picking up her first points of the night. Taylor Davis taking a long two off the back iron, rebounded by Bailey Maldonado. Inside to Foster, off the tips of her fingers.
Kaylee Maldonado into the game for Foster.
In the shortest lineup Chiawana has played yet this game, as Deanna Drake takes a pull-up jumper. That's good.
That was clean. I'd find that in a textbook.
Yeah, you really would, and she had that wide open lane. At least it may have seemed, but there was two defenders closing quickly. It was the right shot, and she drained it. Maldonado is swatted by Drake and grabbed by Kukas ahead to Drake. Can't finish, gets her own rebound. Out to Reyes. She fades away with a jumper. Mendez, though, able to grab it, and she is fouled by Mia Salgado.
Saldana into the game for Salgado for your Riverhawks.
Davis running out of time, able to get it into Kukas' hands. Kukas fading away off the glass. Maldonado calling for a screen from Foster, or excuse me, from Clyde, and she finishes on the roll. Kukas' pass is intercepted by Wolf. Maldonado, good move, good dish, good finish. Oh my gosh. Chloe Clyde is the leading scorer for Chiawana with 10 points. Inside to Mendez, working on a defender. She's fouled on the way up. 55 seconds left in the half. A little bit of a stoppage here, debating on whether or not something is unclear with the scorer's table, and the ref waves off the scorer's table before one of them comes over. There's a warning being issued for something. Kennedy and I are unaware of what that is. As soon as we find out, we will inform you all.
Yeah, they were just changing who they assessed the foul to from number 3 to 24. So that'll be Maldonado to Saldana. As Medellus checks back into the game.
Mendez no good, 0 for 2 from the line. 50 seconds left in the half. Maldonado driving on Davis outside to Saldana, misses long. Drake has it ripped from her, but it is a travel called on Chloe Clyde. Reyes from deep. Yes! Kaylani Reyes, 9 points on 3 threes. Shot clock is turned off. Maldonado will slow things way down, sizing up Kukas as the clock dwindles down. 5-point lead as Maldonado calls for a screen. It'll be Clyde on Kukas' right side. And it'll be a backcourt violation. An errant pass between the sisters. 5.5 seconds on the clock. Have to imagine the ball is going to find Reyes' hands here if they're trying to shoot a three. Kukas tries to get it back to Drake, able to eventually grab it and huck up a wild shot, no good off the glass.
Through your first 2 quarters of play, Richland Bombers 27, Chiawana Riverhawks 22, 5-point lead. This game has been very evenly matched up so far. Thoughts, Michael?
I mean, you're looking at a dogfight of a basketball game. There's a scrum for the ball. Both sides are playing hard. They're playing well. It's low scoring. I mean, you're looking at a 54 to 44-point pace here. I mean, these two teams are the 2 best in the MCC. They've been putting up impressive numbers, and right now we've got ourselves a good one. And as it stands, Richland has a 5-point lead, 27 to 22 over the Chiawana Riverhawks. We'll step aside and we'll return for the second half of action.
And your Richland Bombers back to start your third quarter of play here with Kylie Kukas with the ball. Chiawana Ray is unable to corral the ball, but gets it back. Aaron pass by Kylie Kukas as Deanna Drake is unable to get the ball. It'll be Chiawana heading the other way. It'll be Kaylee Maldonado with the ball. And the foul will be assessed to Deanna Drake for her second foul of the game. Not too worried at this point as there still has plenty of time left and she has 3 more fouls left. Sadania thought about shooting it. Deanna Drake on the fast break with easy points. Chiawana now finds themselves down 7, looking to come back. Kylie Kukas blocked on the way up. Chiawana taking things slow here, looking to get back the pace they had earlier in the first half. Kenzie Stone into the game for your Richland Bombers. Deanna Drake checking out. Foster no good on the second one. Kivani Reyes running around the perimeter, unable to make something happen. A little bit of contact on the way up as MJ Mendez gets the foul. Not able to complete the and one though.
MJ Mendez at the line shooting 2.
No good on the first one. Goes 0 for 2 on the free throw attempts. As Maldonado goes the entire length of the floor and is able to get 2 easy points. Mendez able to find the lane inside, unable to convert on the points though. As the foul is assessed to Kylie Kukas, as Deanna Drake checks into the game for MJ Mendez. First personal foul called for Kaylee Maldonado. Kehlani Reyes chucks up a three as Kenzie Stone collects the rebound. Given to Kylie Kukas, who's going inside. There'll be a shot clock violation on the Richland Bombers. Ball headed Chiawana's way. It'll be Bailey Maldonado with the ball, walking it up the court here for Chiawana. Unable to convert on the three-point attempt as Richland's going the other way. It'll be a double dribble as Coach Westerfield takes a timeout here for Richland. Thoughts to the first bit of the second half is that either team, they are playing as if they're like a little bit of lethargic, unable to get stuff going. And yeah, so we've seen just like kind of a shootout back and forth, but nothing really happening as Chiawana's looking to find their former selves. And we'll be back here after the end of this timeout.
.407 left here in the third quarter. I am back from my momentary hiatus. I had to go complete an interview with the city of Richland. So we'll see when that gets posted, if it ever does. Hopefully it does. It was pretty nice, as it'll be Maldonado bringing the ball up for Chiawana, working on Davis. She's going to be fouled and head to the line. As Maldonado is at the line, we would like to thank Swift Stop for their support of the Atomic TV program and the Swift Stop stats. And at the highlight, Chloe Clyde is leading both teams in scoring with 10 points as Maldonado gets her 9th. But we would like to thank Swift Stop for their unrelenting support of Atomic TV and their student broadcasters. Maldonado's second, misses long, and it'll be an offensive foul on Foster. Richland with a 3-point lead. 3:45 left to play. Stone over to Davis. Davis now flipping the court and back over to Reyes. Reyes fading away, taking a three, missing short. Rebounded by Bailey Maldonado, going the length of the floor. Tries to dump it down to Foster. She hangs on and has it stripped by Kukas.
Yeah, Kukas so far this season has really been an underrated defender in which sometimes she contributes in ways you don't even expect.
Deanna Drake with the mid-range jumper that falls. Yeah, she's made all defensive conference teams, but you would be shocked on how many rebounds and blocks she gets.
Exactly. The best ability is availability, and she's always available to play some good defense.
And an offensive foul on the screen on Saldana. excuse me, on Kaylee Maldonado, not Saldana. That is her second personal as Foster comes out of the game. And Maisley Wolf checks in. Reyes in the middle, driving with the right, backing out to the three. Stone working down low, offensive foul, extended her left arm. Can't really do that.
Bailey Maldonado walking the ball up the court, checking to see what kind of options she has.
Wolf working on the elbow and getting it over to
Saldana.
Medeles back over to Maldonado.
Oh, correction, Medeles.
Maldonado taking a three, no good. Ball tipped around in Kukas's hands, picks up her dribble and kicks it out to Davis. Davis working up the near side of your screen and handing it off to Drake. Kukas retains possession. Davis, 10 seconds on the shot clock, dwindling down. Drake tries to get to Stone, and it's grabbed by Maldonado, up to Kaylee Maldonado, and she's gonna finish through contact.
No foul call though.
Definitely seemed like Davis brought her arm down, shocked that usually that's MCC, a foul every day, and Kukas throws one off the bottom of the rim. Kaylani Reyes taking another three, yes! Kaylani Reyes is Richland's leading scorer with 12 now on 4 threes.
Fitting for her to be a Bomber because that was an explosive performance we've seen so far here tonight.
Saldana's, excuse me, to Medeles' three is no good. Davis thinks about it and gives it up to Stone. Dumped back down to Stone. And eventually Deanna Drake corrals it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Taylor Davis three off the backboard. Rebound Stone working through defender's left hand. No good. Tipped around. Saved, but not in time. It'll be Richland basketball.
MJ Mendes into the game. Out comes Kenzie Stone as we see Nimai Nelson also checking in. Out comes Davis.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. A mostly bench lineup in a huge game. Kukas posting up, down low, and she's going to be fouled and head to the line.
Number 23, Chiawana
Kukas was working on the much taller Gianna Medeles, and
actually it's the right side of the backboard.
Wow. Sorry, caught me off guard. Yeah, good post up from Kukas on that last play, and able to draw a foul.
Actually gets a second free throw.
Good adjustment, to say the least, as Stone checks in for Drake. Maldonado taking her time. Kukas on her, screen from Clyde. Kukas gets through the screen, and Wolf now kicks it over to Medeles. Driving through traffic, good move. Fouled on the way up. Namaya Nelson picking up her first foul of the night. Medeles gets on the board with her first point of the night. Taylor Davis is also back into the game for MJ Mendez. Medelas goes 2 for 2 and she cuts the lead to 5. 35-30 is your score as the shot clock is turned off for the Bombers. 8 seconds now. Reyes with Wolf on her. Taking a deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Maldonado.
A bit of a heat check there.
Does not get it off in time and wedgies the ball. That's going to be hard to get down between the shot clock in the back of the rim. I have never seen that.
No, that's a new thing every day. As there's audible laughter here in Art Dawald.
How are they planning on getting that down? I mean, that's way up there. Lance can't get that. Hornvet. There's no way he's grabbing that.
Landon Northrop will handle it.
Ochoa and Norris are making their way into the supply closet. They're probably going to grab a broom, I bet.
I'm betting on a ladder.
Ladder.
I like ladders. Ladders are good. What do we do without ladders? Think about it.
That's a great question. I don't know what we would do without ladders. We'd probably have probably have way less construction, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like tall people would also get paid more to just hold like other people higher in the air.
Yeah, that's a good point.
As they get a ladder out. Michael's announcer's jinx extends to everything. Can't even predict what they're going to get out of a closet. It's a good thing he plays baseball.
As we come back for the final quarter of action, this Atomic TV broadcast is proudly supported by Fowler General Construction. Fowler is committed to supporting Atomic TV's student broadcasters and student athletes to celebrate their successes on and off the field. As Kevin Norris gets the basketball down, Fowler General Construction is the superior choice for general contracting services here in the Tri-Cities. And now with the ball returned to play and the ladder returned to the supply closet.
How many more times this year do you think that ladder's going to make an appearance?
0. If that ladder makes a return to the basketball court during a game, I will be starstruck. I mean, befuddled. I don't even know.
Befuddled?
Befuddled.
We will say befuddled 10 times fast if that ladder makes an appearance again in the game.
There you go. I like that. Befuddled 10 times fast. And the referee just placed the ball down because the Riverhawks took too long to come grab it. And eventually, though.
You also never see that every day.
No. Wolf is setting the screen for Maldonado. Now it's Clyde. And Clyde picks up another moving screen. When I say another, that was more directed at Chiawana than Clyde. That's Clyde's first personal of the night. But there's been plenty of illegal screens here from both sides.
Yeah, I think that's honestly just bound to happen, though, when you have such a screen-heavy offense. Like almost every possession.
And good defense from Wolf, able to steal it and finishes with the right.
hand on left side.
Kukis inbounding now, getting the ball quickly over half court. Kukis trying to drive baseline, spinning back, puts up a shot off the backboard with the right. Clyde fighting for a rebound, facing heavy pressure, able to get it to Maldonado. Riverhawks with an odd man rush. Good pump fake. And Maldonado off the backboard. Mendez can't hold on to it. Stone can't hold on to it. Clyde.
That ball a little slippery.
I guess so. It's the dust from the top of the backboard. And we have a timeout taken by Chiawana. 35-32. We're going to take a quick break as well. We'll be right back. Maldonado inbounding for Chiawana, trying to get it to Clyde. Surveying options, goes way up top to Bailey Maldonado. Clyde hits the deck and play continues. Maldonado working on the left. Good drive, good shot.
A little bit of a hazard step and then slipping it up inside. Love to see it. That's a high skill move, especially for a high schooler. Freshman nonetheless.
Give Kaylee Maldonado 13, leading both teams in scoring. Over the top to Mendez. She can't hang on. Right idea, not quite the execution. Richland now clinging to a 1-point lead. Kaylee Maldonado walking the ball all the way up to the three-point line. Davis now is on her. Bailey Maldonado smothered by Kukas, able to get some space, dumps it down to Clyde. Clyde good off the right. The Riverhawks take the lead 36-35, 5:48 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Kukas driving with the right, can't finish, rattles
bounces out.
Just unfortunate. Heavy pressure though. Davis is going to, there'll be a timeout taken, full timeout by Coach Jonas. 5:37 left in the game. We have another stoppage here, and a little bit of anxiety on display from both sides and from each coaches. Jonas only having, each side only having 2 timeouts left at this point in the game. We see some hands on head or like eager, you know what I mean? People biting their fingernails all across the stadium.
Yeah, no, this situation where you have just under 6 minutes left and you find yourself essentially tied with the other team. 1 point that's basically a tie. You have no real lead. Is that you have to continue working as hard as you can in order to outplay the other team. And that's a situation that, while those are the best games, those are the toughest to play in. When you have to execute every single possession, where if you throw the ball to the other team and then they get 2 points, that's something you have to work. Now you need 2 possessions to win. So it's just a situation that's rough to be in.
And if you're a college coach, you're looking at, these are the games you love to watch. If you're coming to watch a player, you want to see them perform on the biggest stage. So, and even yet, if you're a high school coach, you have your players in for the rest of the game that you trust. You've had an entire season to build up to this point, and maybe the MCC title isn't in play, but this is a big, morale victory for both sides to know that they can do this and that they have realistic goals that they could go deep into state. As good defense from the Bombers gets it back into Maldonado's hands. Maldonado stepping through traffic. She's fouled by Davis. She'll head to the line, shooting 2.
She goes to the line and shoot another free throw. Unable to make the second one as she mirrors Kylie Kukas' shot from earlier, other side of the rim.
Yeah, that's a good point. That one missed the left side of the rim and hit the left side of the backboard. You think she swishes this one, though, just like Kukas?
Oh, yeah. I think it hits a little bit of rim, but still goes in.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Richland down 2, just a touch over 5 minutes left to play.
Ooh.
Good backdoor cut from Davis, as you can hear from Kennedy's exclamation. And she will head to the line to potentially tie the game.
Yeah, that's just textbook. It's something that kind of you just have to have a feel for the game. If a person's going full speed the other direction, go against that way. It's kind of hard to you have to slow down and then go back the other way. So that was just perfect execution. Sometimes it's hard to see when it's happening. Obviously, she was able to there. She goes to the line. Unable to make the first one. Sorry.
Bailey Maldonado and Taylor Davis are each limited to 3 and 5 points, respectively. And that has kind of just been the story of this game, is that the scoring has come from not the 2 highest scorers, or the highest score for each team. It's come from Reyes and Kaylee Maldonado. Kaylee Maldonado, of course, being 3rd in MCC scoring. But the top scorers from both sides have been essentially stifled to this point.
Yeah, I think they're just the number one defender for both teams has been doing a pretty good job. And so it's just how good is your secondary options? And we've seen a pretty solid game so far today as Chiawana goes up 4 points.
Good bucket from Clyde there, working well in the post. Kukas trying to make something happen. She's fouled yet again. Coach Jonas looks like he's going to have a hernia as he just hits the floor, and Kukas will shoot 2. Kukas is good on the first. 3-point deficit, 4:28 remaining. Give Kukas 10 points on the night. Just the second Bomber here to enter double digits. She's good on both. Kaylee Maldonado over to Bailey Maldonado. Gets a screen from Clyde. Swung over to Wolf. Wolf just a freshman like many others. For Chiawana. And now it's Maldonado stepping back, driving, putting up a shot. Good off the glass.
Hung in the air there for a little bit, but able to make the shot though.
Good double clutch and good off the glass. Kukas in and out dribble, spinning, loses possession, stolen by Wolf. Good. It's just a good stop there, able to keep Chiawana in possession of the ball. Screen from Wolf, good screen. Maldonado stepping through, and she is fouled.
She made that. That would have been a tough bucket.
Yeah, that and one light would have just silenced Dawald more than that foul already has. Coach Westerfield of Richland takes a full timeout. 3 minutes, 38 seconds left to play here in Art Dawald on this pink out senior night. I mean, this is just nail biting. It's one of those games, it's a dogfight, like what we were saying, and with that, you're just going to get some tough basketball to watch. I mean, just like edge of your seat, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think so far this season, this has been the very first time which I think the entire game has been close. We see some games get close towards the end as, like one team comes back to compete with the other, but this game has been close the entire time, and it's been exciting to watch. I think this is probably the best we've seen your Richland girls play against a good team. And then Chiawana, obviously, is just a good team, 18-0, like for a reason. So this game's going to be close, and it's really great because both teams are actually executing on both sides of the floor. It's just basketball is inherently an offensive game, which offense will always be a little bit better than defense. You have like that advantage, and we've just seen that play out in full tonight, and it manifests itself in a really good game.
Yeah, and what I would like to highlight and go back to one of our keys of the game beforehand. If Richland was going to win, they were going to have to outshoot Chiawana. And that's why they were leading at half, was because they were outshooting Chiawana, and we saw them kind of taper off and let the Riverhawks take the lead again. And as it is right now, Chiawana's at the line, and they could potentially give themselves a 6-point lead.
Yeah, 100%.
Maldonado to shoot her first one, and there's a lane violation from Drake. It won't matter. Second free throw from Maldonado.
Good. As Chiawana goes up 6 points, as Michael was talking about.
That's killer because this is now a realistic 2-possession game, maybe even 3-possession game to tie. I mean, Richland's going to have to hit 2 3-pointers or really just get some quick buckets as Kukas can't finish. And it'll stay here as the ball is off of Kaylee Maldonado. 14 seconds on the shot clock. They need a bucket right here. They need to get this crowd back into it. Reyes inside to Stone. Good footwork, swatted. Chloe Clyde with the rejection.
There they got almost the opposite of a bucket. I mean, you can miss shots, but getting rejected is just like.
It is quiet, and this is the quietest it's been. I mean, you would think that Richland's down 23, not 6. You know what I mean? As Another good bucket
Tough
from
bucket with a step through.
Oh my gosh, Bailey Maldonado in the clutch. Davis able to grab it, puts up a 3, air ball, Stone.
No good. Ball stays here on the Richland side, though.
Yeah, Stone will be pushed by Clyde. That'll be her second foul of the game. Not in foul trouble. Although Chiawana, one more foul puts Richland on the line no matter what. As Reyes catches it on the near side of your screen on the wing. Taylor Davis puts up another 3, still not good. Kaylee Maldonado able to grab it and give it off to Bailey Maldonado. Maldonado really controlling the clock here. Moving efficiently but quietly.
She finds the ball inside. Chiawana really pulling ahead here as they find themselves up 10 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Kukas trying to push the pace, put up a wild shot. It goes, counted and one.
I'm surprised they counted it, as I believe
too.
the whistle called before she even went up on the shot.
I believe because it was a push, the referees are going to say she was pushed before the shot attempt. You know what I mean? So she was going up and then pushed. So chance for a three-point play would be huge. Kukas on senior night can't make the free throw. Rebounded by Wolf. Maldonado coming across half court to grab it. Good screen from Clyde. Maldonado loses possession, and it'll stay here, Chiawana basketball. Bombers are in a hole here, down 8. And the ball is going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Bomber basketball. Referees allowed a lot of contact there. It'll be interesting to see if that continues, if they allow them just to let them play as we enter the final 2 minutes. Kukas guarded tightly. He's got to get rid of it.
That'll be a 5-second violation, I believe.
Yep, it'll be too many seconds in Kukas' hands, and it'll be a turnover.
For those of you unfamiliar, if you have the ball, you need to at least be doing something with it or actively dribbling it, or you will get a 5-second violation if you're just standing there holding the ball.
And here we continue to see Maldonado just bleeding the clock. And the referee's continuing to let contact be rampant, except right there, it doesn't count. Foul on the ground. Kukas picks up her 3rd of the night as Mendez checks into the game. Mendez will come in for Kenzie Stone.
This makes sense to me. She's a little bit more of an offensive threat and a very good on-ball defender. As Richland takes a timeout, looking to get something going here.
Just a 30-second timeout. We're going to step aside real quick, and we'll be back for the final 1:21 of Bomber basketball. Chiawana will inbound coming out of the Richland timeout. Just over half court, right on the red volleyball line. As Maldonado eventually gets it over to her sister. Now being double teamed, kicking it over to the corner, but not before Coach Jonas takes a full timeout for Chiawana. Neither side, or excuse me, Chiawana now only has 1 timeout remaining. The Bombers have none.
Yeah, that means we're going to see about 1 minute and 15 seconds of basically uninterrupted play. I don't know why Chiawana would want to take a break now after this, just like solidifying your final gameplay and kind of just like get the job done. Richland now would have to come back and score 8 points, 9 to win. So that's 3 back-to-back threes. Not impossible, but highly unlikely. They have done it before, though.
They really have, and like we said, this Bomber team, the way they're going to win is they're going to have to shoot. And 75 seconds left in your regular season here at Dawald. I mean, now's as good a time as any to start knocking down some shots, but they're going to have to stop Bailey Maldonado from just bleeding the clock at the top of the court, dribbling right around that cloud. She is just killing them. Just, you know, and they've been scoring on most of their possessions now at this point late in the game. They've been efficient, and they've been not quick, which is what you want as a coach. You just really just want them to dwindle that clock down.
Yeah, they're protecting the ball, and they're still making use of those possessions. It's not like they're just holding it for 30 seconds. They're holding it for like 28, and then they're scoring, which is exactly what you want.
Maldonado gets the ball back from Clyde. She faces a double team and is able to get it over to Bailey. Kukis is going to foul quickly, not on purpose, just cause, I guess. She has 4 now, though, and as a team, Richland is 1 foul away from putting the Riverhawks on the line. Good move on the inbound by Clyde to get it back to Kaylee Maldonado, and Davis will intentionally foul there, and it'll put the Riverhawks on the line, and Kaylee Maldonado, an excellent free throw shooter. Kaylee Maldonado shooting 88% from the line this year, and quite possibly the one other person you don't want to put on the line is Bailey Maldonado, shooting 95% from the free throw there, as actually Kaylee Maldonado misses just her 7th free throw, I'm pretty sure, heading into this game at least. Those are just her 7th missed free throw all year, attempted over 50. Makes the second, and it returns to a 9-point lead for Chiawana. Kukis on the near side of your screen on the wing, guarded by Kaylee Maldonado. They give it to Drake. Drake pulls up jumper, air balls, potentially deflected, and this crowd has been quieted as Maldonado now gets it over to Bailey, and they're going to have to foul Bailey. And that's not good, because now you're putting the best free throw shooter in the MCC on the line. Well, Kennedy, the odds are continuing to stack up against Richland here as we come to the closing 39 seconds. I mean, if you were to reflect on this game, what would you say was kind of the killer here for Richland?
I think they gave away too many tough shots, and that's something that's kind of hard to stop, is that like they got killed by just being sliced and diced inside. Mm-hmm. Let them take the outside shots, where I feel like their interior defense could have been a little bit better. Like, yeah, some of those shots are just really tough. And then I think just not necessarily doing enough to create possessions. They did a good job taking advantage of the ones they were giving, but I don't think they did enough to turn the ball over from Chiawana and to basically rob them of possessions, you know?
Yeah, and the turnover game, it's same in nearly every sport that involves turnovers. The ones who win the turnover battle generally win the game. And Bailey Maldonado will be heading to the line after going 2 for 2 on her previous trip yet again.
Bailey Maldonado at the line shooting 2.
Maldonado's first is good. 27.8 seconds left in the Bombers season here in the regular season here at Dawald. Two for 2 yet again from Maldonado. Kukis pushing the pace. Gonna give it up to Drake. Back to Kukis, 20 seconds now. Kukis takes the 3, won't go. Tipped around, and it'll stay here, 15 seconds.
15 seconds to score 13 points. Unlikely here for your Richland Bombers.
You know, if they score 13 points, I will
Decommit from GCU.
That's not going to happen. As is thrown away all the way over to Kukis. She's just going to pull it and take a three and put a hurt on the backboard. And 5 seconds now, and Maldonado's going to take her time and wind this clock down. And as the game comes to a close, the final score is your Bombers 39, the Riverhawks 52. Bombers take a tough loss after not able to hang on in a back-and-forth battle.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. I mean, they tried and they did definitely execute on what they were given, but Chiawana ultimately was the better team here. Now, that's no shame. They are one of, if not the best girls team in the state. So Richard came here and they fought very hard, and I really am impressed with what I saw today so far.
And here are the final stats presented by SwiftStop. Atomic TV would like to thank SwiftStop for their support of high school student broadcasting, located at 2110 Swift Boulevard in Richland. Stop by SwiftStop for everything you need for game day. And as the boys take the court here, we'd like to just highlight how well both teams played here. And we don't have any exact stats on us at the moment, but leading scorers from both sides, it was Maldonado for the Riverhawks, Kaylee Maldonado, and it was Kylie Kukis and Kaylani Reyes each had 12 points for the Bombers. And with that, we will see you in the next one. Go Bombers.
Attention fans, we'd like to recognize our girls wrestling team who took 4 places in the